I remember like forever ago got announced that Hailey Bailey was playing The Little Mermaid, and it was going to be in a new Disney live action remake, and I remember not thinking much about it, but ultimately thinking it was cool a talented musician scored a role that she probably was going to kill. It was announced and that was really it. I had basically no thoughts on it, but I was looking forward to seeing more from it because there was absolutely nothing else on it but the announcement. I also remember all the crazy, insanely racist memes and thousands of videos directing hate towards Disney and anybody remotely involved for a quick little 100,000 views because the YouTube algorithm loves to push that kind of stuff and go absolutely hush mode on me. I've just accepted it at this point. I got a whole ass job now. Side note, isn't it always funny these shows and movies always get teased in some way, shape, or form and get like copious amounts of hate, like they're doomed from the start? Like at a certain point, it's just like, damn, you niggas don't like anything, huh? But one thing that always ticked me off was the fact that I knew these people didn't care as much as they were leading on that they were. I'd see so much hate for things normally people just shouldn't care that much about. There's just no way all these YouTube channels care about this pseudo culture war nonsense. And then they don't. They just don't care. Every now and then marginalized people get represented in popular media with a new character, and a similar set of niggas tend to go buck wild. And they lose it if you change the race of an old one. I don't really like that, but you probably already knew that. I can already smell the comments and hour-long video responses. I don't make enough money to be doing this.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Fake outrage is something you anti-SJW, no bitch having ass niggas love doing. It's when niggas drum up controversy on something they know damn well they don't care about. A show come out with gay people and niggas lose it and they act like straight people are being erased. A show come out with black people and niggas lose it and they act like white people are being erased. They start violently convulsing on the ground like their life is over. Y'all lose it. And I mean lose it. Y'all act a fool. I've seen so many grown ass niggas who work 9 to 5s express genuine anger at fictional cartoon characters who are not real just for having different versions of themselves for a show they know they ass is not watching. Sound the alarm. It's the end of the world. We get a chance to shine. You better hope it ain't a race swapping thing. God forbid it's one of those. Any swapping discourse in general is always crazy, but race swapping discourse is a special kind of crazy. And I mean a special kind of crazy. I don't know what it is with race swapping, but you niggas hate that shit, even when it ain't canon. Race swapping or race bending is defined by Wikipedia as changing the race or ethnicity of a character and was actually coined in protest of the insane level of whitewashing that came from that shitty Last Airbender movie. Funny thing is now it's used for the exact opposite reasons, the more progressive reasons, typically that get you all up in arms, just the farm interactions. You know it's just terrible when they change the race of a character you know you don't give a fuck about, and if you did, it probably was near a decade ago. Every time some new piece of media with the race swap characters tease, y'all lose it. There's never nuance, there's never really a nuanced discussion, and if there is, it gets overshadowed by the billions of videos made by your average guy who has no interest in any of these things. In an effort to keep any integrity in what they do, they refer to it as media journalism, when actually these videos are made because rent is still due on the 1st of the month.
Tell them to bring me my money.
There's so much outrage for these shows and movies with race swap characters that just wouldn't be there if not for it. Now one can say, oh no Joey, most of the modern media is just bad and we need a proper return to form away from cartoons and media primarily caring about money to cartoons and media primarily caring about money. The point is, things are just bad now. Whatever example you bring up won't matter. Example, The Little Mermaid. Tell me if this movie trailer dropped and Ariel wasn't black, niggas will care. Tell me that right now and you'd be a damn lie. I saw so much outrage for a character I know damn well grown ass men don't give a single fuck about. I haven't seen a lick of those camp ass Disney live action remakes and I don't plan to. I don't care about them shits. I barely care about the better movies they're based on. Except Mulan, a movie fire. I recently rewatched it.
Mulan 2 also a pretty good sequel, direct to DVD. You'd be surprised.
I feel like a bigger conversation that needs to be talked about is the lack of originality and flair that comes from these uninspired live action Disney reboot movies, and the fact that these live action remakes of animated movies are kind of obviously pointless and are made specifically to make more money. But no, a black mermaid? Now that's a problem. The woke agenda struck again. Y'all be acting like it's the end of the world, fire and brimstone, like you just saw rage about it, so passionate, just so distressed and disgusting, when if you really want to be fucking for real, y'all don't care. You only want to pretend that you do because you want something to be mad at. I've seen video after video of grown ass men on some hashtag not my Ariel shit, like they don't have a whole ass mortgage to pay. And these videos usually have the same types of buzzwords. Garbage, woke level trash gets destroyed. Disney gets wrecked. Like these are grown men probably 10 years older than me. There's no way y'all are using these words unironically. Woke Little Mermaid backlash causes crazy celebrity meltdown. Go woke, go bro.
Hold on, I just had to stop it to highlight this crazy thumbnail. I don't see why I tried doing anything. You can get a quick couple bands off a thumbnail like this with fucking Megatron trans boobies. Who clicks on this? I don't get it. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing something wrong.
They always say this, definitely meaning that when the media gets progressive, money gets lost, and they say this and it's not always the case. I'll ignore the pretty funny implication that by nature of just existing, queer people and people of color are political. But let's be for real for a second. The 1 million people who disliked the race swap Ariel trailer would have not been there in the first place if she wasn't even race swapped. And hold on, beep beep, let's talk about these dislikes. These dislikes are just overwhelming, and it's definitely racism. If you look at the other Disney live action remakes, their like to dislike ratios are pretty normal. And if anything, the Mulan movie has more wrong with it. It's historically inaccurate while trying to be more historically accurate. That was the whole appeal of the movie. And there's no fucking Mushu. That's insanely worse than any amount of race swap mermaids you could have shown me. You don't have these videos about Say the Lion King because they don't make that type of money. Nobody cared about weird hyper-realistic CGI Simba. I've definitely said this before and I'm trying to repeat myself less and less, but when a character is white, that usually means their race does not have any meaningful tie to their character at all. They just so happen to be white, and a different version of them losing said whiteness doesn't really take anything away from them. Conversely, if the character was black and the race was changed, that would be erasure representation. I don't know how many fucking times I gotta say this, but the roles cannot be reversed. The edits are different because we don't refer to them as being fixed or better or official. They're just edits. Never that serious. Unless you need to deepfake a whole character to make her white. Let me repeat that. Unless you need to deepfake a whole character to make her white. I just don't understand this. I just needed to sit down for a little bit. Some of you niggas need to get handled. I need to be taught a lesson. Come in, nigga, I'm fucking tired of you. Like at this point, you just don't want black people in your media. This is just insane. I gotta give it to y'all. W racism. And you can't argue this is for educational purposes. This is just racist. I cannot make this shit up. This is the reality we live in, using AI fucking technology to eliminate black people from media. They even offered to do the whole movie. Y'all ain't finna watch this. Let's be for real. This is like OD. The crappy thing about this is that the movie could very well just suck. It could be a 2-pack of ass. The big thing that severely worries me is that when pieces of media like this that include progressive media just might not be the best and people try to critique it, said criticism usually gets muddy because of all the weirdos that don't like progressive media, that it'll just be racist and homophobic and pass it off as criticism, and I hate it so much. But you know what I don't hate? Cool anime inspired merchandise. Yeah, it's about that time, beautiful beanbags. This video is brought to you by Boomslang, and if you're subscribed to this channel for aesthetics, this one is def for you. Boomslang is a website for all your super cool and awesome anime apparel. The brand mission is to do their part in making anime a lifestyle, and they do a pretty good job at that with all these cool items. They got phone cases, posters, t-shirts, hoodie stickers, and a whole lot more. You can cop all this by clicking my link in the description to get 10% off your order. I know, that's so cool, right? Take one look at their website and you'll see the coolest designs, 100% original artwork, by the way. And it's very evident how much they care about making cool stuff with all these original cool designs. I really like the drive case, and I just might have to cop almost all of these. The Nightmare print is so hard, I would probably buy this 3 times over just because I like it so much. The damn shirts and hoodies are making me jealous. Need to up my merch. They got nothing but heat on deck. Look at this sick banner. The attention to detail is just amazing with this. I love all of this. It looks so cool. I am a complete sucker for stickers, so I'm gonna keep it a buck. They already got me. Again, you can cop all of this by clicking my link in the description to get 10% off your awesome order. If you do that, there'll be a 100% guarantee that you're gonna be getting super cool, super awesome and cool stuff. I'm gonna cop some. You should cop some. I'm basically putting y'all on game. Boomslang. Bye. What, you look like you seen a ghost or something? First they blackwashed the baby, now Poe. What does the world come to? Yes, there are people saying this. It's basically Halloween. I was on Twitter the other day and I saw niggas off a perk because that new Velma show had a South Asian Velma and a black Shaggy. This nigga not even Shaggy. This fucking Norville nigga. The designs are certainly something. I'm just trying to figure out why they ain't make Shaggy a dreadhead. That'll give him curly hair or something. Why is he freeforming? Like, bro got wicks on. Bro got the Florida jits in his head. Could've made Shaggy a stone and dreadhead. You could've made him mean. I've seen artists do their own take on how a black Shaggy would look, and it looks a whole lot more better than whatever this is. I've also seen like the weird take that giving him locks would be racist, when it's just like, no, it's something that'll make him a little more like his character. It's one of many options to make his hair more shaggy, you know. I'm doing the most. I've always seen the argument that we need to make our own characters and we get sloppy seconds, but even when we do that, because we do that, y'all still on tips, so it don't even matter. Also, why is it always blonde hair and blue eyes? Like, are those the only white people that exist to y'all? People will call this bait, and I don't care that it's bait. I don't care. I hope maybe this is like the joke, like Shaggy rolls up once and then he's like, you know what, I'm gonna be a more chillax dude, and then like you cut back like a year later and he got like he got a good pair of dreads on him. Now this show doesn't really have anybody happy right now. Scooby-Doo fans are upset because Scoob ain't in it because apparently he won't fit the adult vibe. I don't know what that means. It's kind of stupid. Bigots naturally are upset about the race swap, and when it's like, come on, these niggas have existed since the 60s. You're telling me there can't be one iteration of them where they're like not all white? Look, none of this matters, and the only thing that you should be concerned about is that Scrappy-Doo is still dead, as he should be. Gone, reduced to atoms. The different minority groups obviously don't fuck with this either. At least I know as a black man, I like a cooler Shaggy that's more shaggy. I want to be like, he just like me for real, but he ain't even him. Like he's not him. He's not that guy. The official Twitter also made tweets insinuating that Velma has a secret crush on Fred, which is like right after the whole other special said that Velma was a lesbian. So like, yeah, they're losing favor with like every crowd. Literally, who is this for? This new Velma show also seems to have weird meta humor, and I'm tired of weird meta humor. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Everyone loves to be meta and loves to use it to stave off criticism and be self-aware and so funny and like take themselves not seriously and be constantly aware that the show's a show. And it's like,
We get it. We know Rick and Morty came out in 2013. We're tired of this shit. If anything, being flat out sincere, playing it straight would be the more meta thing to do now. But that's a whole nother topic of contention that I ain't touching. My biggest issue is that things like this and shows with criticism typically like this can be muddied with all the fact that there's all the progressive stuff that's in the show. Like I said, the Little Mermaid movie just might be shit, and this Velma show might also just be shit. But that doesn't excuse racism and bigotry. You can criticize the show without being racist, and also criticizing the show doesn't inherently make you racist. I know that goes with saying, but some people think I'm pretty biased, so I should express that. Bringing it back to Little Mermaid, why are the colors so flat? Don't give me that shit that they're underwater. I don't care. It's fictional. It's not real. You can make it bright and colorful. You can make it full of color. This ain't National Geographic. Give me some color, bitch. But I also want to make it clear that both of these pieces of media ain't even out yet. These both only have teaser trailers. We don't know if they're going to be absolutely terrible, subversive masterpieces, or just all right. Sure, it's important to form an opinion, but it's also important to change the opinion as new information comes out. For now, though, the outrage seems very unnecessary. These things aren't doing things that are worth all just outrage, except for not having Scooby-Doo. Maybe you should fix that. Also, maybe fix the Shaggy. I'm just saying.
Y'all pretend to care about force, diversity, and race swapping and farm interactions off of it, and I get mine off of y'all. I would say time is a flat circle, but more or less it's like a clock. No matter how much time passes, it'll always just be a circle. There'll be future characters that get recast as black or any other race, and that'll always be a thing until the day that the sun blows up and it causes the eventual heat death of the universe. And all means of preserving ourselves as people will be pointless, and whatever comes after probably will have nothing to look towards as evidence of our existence. Or not, it could go either way, I don't know. All I know is that it's really not that important and people don't care. Why do you care that Ariel's black? You haven't cared about Ariel at all until you started to care enough to be extremely racist because you want to exist in a world where black people just aren't in media. We make our own stuff, stop saying we don't. If Disney decided instead to make an original animated movie on a black mermaid character, admittedly, as cool as that would be, a lot of people would just say she a fake ass Ariel and she'll never be better than the original. Y'all do it to Miles Morales all the time, so like what even would be the point? Why can't we just do both? We can make new characters and have new versions of old ones. This is harming literally no one. Ariel still exists and always will exist, and this Ariel is only helping little girls who like seeing a black Ariel. But what about the little gingers? I don't care about gingers. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Stop it. If y'all made Jesus white, I think we can make a few characters black. That's our get back. Get back! Reparations from Disney. That's all.
Meet me in the back and you'll find out why you'll find somebody else last Wednesday night. The liquor will something to sit down, stand now. The rose come out of my head.
Ain't like attention. Stop it. Ain't like attention.